All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Baltimore Ravens. This fielded at the 2. And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jackson now down around his goal line. Oh, he's going to take a shot and got his man complete. And he will finally be taken down up at the 43. A huge play there right off the bat. 41 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Jackson. And it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. Here's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
From the gun, Jackson. Now he's going to go deep down. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big-time 3rd down play for the Ravens. 42 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down to Jackson. Forced out to his left. Open space inside the 10. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another 1st down. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll give it to him up the middle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
There we go, D. Check 50, check 50.
give it to him right up the gut. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And they'll go on the ground. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And they'll run it here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Darnold now to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. He rifles one, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Santos with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Jackson on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night. Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now it's Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They got to get to the 23 here on third. Here's Jackson to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. To the 33-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Darnold on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Dante Fowler in on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Now Darnold. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And they'll go on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy. Watch him now, Barney.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Play action. It's Darnold. Incomplete. He was trying to force it into his receiver, Landry, and it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
To the air again, Darnold. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The former 1st-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. And his kick is right through. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Ravens. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. That's caught by Meredith right side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First and 10, it's Jackson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Finding some room at midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to launch this thing. Wait up. Man, it's caught inside the 10. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now it's Jackson. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Jackson will throw again. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are in for 6. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. New York set to take the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
As a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And they'll run it here. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Leopard! Leopard!
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Garner. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now a 1st down carry by BAL. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, it's BAL. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's BAL. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The give is to BAL. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
50, Mike's 50.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild 1st half. We're back to Baltimore after this. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious.
He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And they show off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Leopard! Gone!
They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Here's Donald. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going up top. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, Detroit, 2nd and 10. Final play of the half here, it's Jackson, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure, maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Jets. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Over!
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
with Ajayi. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Darnold. And he finds it in. It's McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not only going to tip it, I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Jackson. Flushed out right. And coughed it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that's incomplete. The former 1st-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
On 2nd down, Darnold. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff working right. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially when we get deeper in the game.
And they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Back to throw, Darnold. And he whips that one incomplete there.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
He'll get it up the middle. And he gets it a little bit pressure. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Darnold. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. In for the score. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. This fielded at the 2. And we'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my. He pulled it in. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a 2nd down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. C.J. Mosley in there to get him for a loss of 9. And that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. That's pulled in at the 32. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Bell. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Escaping, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Jackson from the shotgun. Being chased out left. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. On the crossing route, complete. That's Hall. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's a Ajayi. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Darnold down to throw. And that's caught by Landry for a Jets touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are going to take the lead. Santos with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally brought down at the 43. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jackson on 1st down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Avery Williamson coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. And an alley to run. And it's a fumble. And the Jets have recovered.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option. Taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now 1st and 10 at their own 44. And on the ground they go with the running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Over!
Now it's a Johnny. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge in this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And that's caught by Landry. He's got a Jets touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Santos now to add the PAT. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now the punter, who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though,
Yeah.
because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Left side, it's complete. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 20. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. Now what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Jackson now. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll give it to him up the middle. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
3rd and goal, Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2. Avery Williamson. Able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. This is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Cameron Meredith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Jets. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He was looking for Landry that time. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all. And now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. He's back to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Back to throw. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. So now it's 4th and goal. One play for the win. Other than that, not a very exciting finish.
Just a walk in the park.
Yeah, ho-hum.
Yeah, ho-hum. I know one thing, though. I'm making someone beat me other than their top receiver.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Hey, 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 hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
He'll look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, it's still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Over!
They run again with a jive. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Over!
Now it's Darnold. And this is caught. He hits Landry. He's at the 50. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it
Let's
done.
go! Green,
Wow,
39.
what a way to finish this one off.
39.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.